Yes,
nuts.
Pauline.
You really are nuts.
Nuts in what way?
I have people playing cards here every Saturday. You got the lousiest program. All you know is women's breasts, sending pictures of women's breasts and naked women.
I'm glad you reminded me of that.
You're nuts. You're crazy. You should be in a psychopathic hospital.
A psychopathic?
Yes. I'm turning stations to see if I can get anything on radio. Here I get you. You're a nut. I wish all the people would write in and tell your producer to fire you. You're really a weirdo.
What kind of nut am I, Pauline?
You're a big nut.
Like a cashew nut? Macadamia?
You're a nut that belongs in a psychopathic hospital on one of these stretchers, where they bring you in and take you out and bring you in and
Pauline, I'm really...
You're asking women to send photographs of their breasts.
You know what? Can I just say 48 women so far have done that.
Because the women are nuts with you.
Too bad you're crazy. Too bad you're loony as hell. So long, it could have been swell together. Too bad you're wacko. How sad your marbles are gone. We could be dancing till dawn, but you're too weird for words. How did you get so strange? You were such a beautiful kid. Was it Mom and Daddy? Something I did?
Too bad you're loco.
Too bad.
You should be locked in a cell.
How sad you're great, but hey, what the hell? You're crazy.
You're off the deep end.
Bon voyage.
Your life's a practical
Quelle
joke.
dommage. I'd bail you out, but I'm broke. Your brain's completely fried. Life's just a party trick to you. Clown jokes and lots of boop-de-doo. It's time to put that on the shelf.
Loving you, three-ring circus.
You do look fetching. Too bad. It could be catching. Egads. I'm a little bit crazy, Mom. Just a little bit crazy, Mom.
Not you.
I'm a little bit crazy myself.
So I'm looking at the headlines here. Good morning. Welcome to the pre-show, the Awake with Jake pre-show. For those of you who get Jake 24/7, we will go through the usual drills we do every Saturday, trying to figure out what we're going to put on the main show when it starts at 5 o'clock. I'm looking at this headline, and it just grabbed my attention. It says, golfer Melissa Reed bitten by snake between holes. That's right. That's what it says. Golfer Melissa Reed bitten by snake between holes. I know what you want to say. Maybe she should have tightened up her stance a little bit. She was golfing in China last week in a golf tournament, and she got bit by a snake between the 16th and 17th hole. You beat that? I don't know. Should we include that in the 5 o'clock show, the 2-hour show? It's your vote, yay or nay. You know how to reach us like you normally do, 591-8900. We have a lot to go over to vote yay or nay on. There's a good coupon story from Target, was in the Tribune the other day. Got to tell you about cell phone use in construction. And also some insurance stuff. And the first dude is coming to town today. That's what he wants to be called from now on. It's not President Obama, it's the first dude. It's Dude Obama. And the White House is okay with that. They said so yesterday. Oh, let's see. Paul in Arlington Heights.
Well, good morning. Is this Mr. Happy?
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, very good. Well, Mr. Happy, I was listening to the show before yours with Art Bell.
Art Bell, yeah.
Yeah.
And you can,
I haven't heard him in ages.
And for those not listening to the pre-show, they can still hear Art Bell.
There you go. Well, his subject today was hearing voices from the beyond, okay? Well, Jake, I just want to let you know that when I got up at 3 o'clock this morning, I heard some voices from the beyond. I heard voices from beyond the closed bedroom door my spouse yelling at me, Paul, are you nuts getting up this early to listen to Jake Hartford? So,
I find that hard to believe that she would do that, Paul.
well, I know. She was kind of like that first lady that you had on, complaining about your dirty old man and whatnot. I think that's what she was saying. I could hear that muffled voice behind the bedroom door there. I think that's what she was saying about you. She was another Pauline, it sounded like.
Well, she's complaining about you getting up. I had to get up at 1:15.
Oh, and I was going to ask you about that. Now, I hope you were kind enough not to wake up Ms. Dilpick of 1982 there when you left the house from Green Jacobs at that time.
No, actually, she woke me up at 1 o'clock.
Oh, so she
if you know what I mean.
Clock, huh?
No. Our younger son was coming home at 1 o'clock. He woke her up.
Wow, I haven't gotten home at 1 o'clock in years. Those days are long gone for me. And then when I woke up my rascal dog to walk her at about 3:30 this morning, she's looking at me like she's about ready to take a bite out of my leg. You nuts waking me up this early for a walk?
What time does your dog normally get up?
Well, during the week it's usually about 4:45, but on Saturdays it's usually around 4:30. I get her up to get her up and going before your show starts. Here, so.
I mean, our dog. My wife wakes up usually around 6 o'clock, 5 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday, our dog got up at 5:30.
It means they had to do something.
Yeah, well, that's what I told my wife. I said, "Well, I guess you're up at 5:30 today," because I'm still sleeping.
There you go.
And now tomorrow, when your dog, this is where the dogs are going to all get thrown off, I guess, because if they're used to getting up at a certain time. When we push the clocks forward tomorrow, the dogs will be getting up at the new time or the old time.
Well, Jake, here's a little correction for you. I saw something on Facebook about this, and I hate to correct the host of the show. But,
you know what? Then you don't.
Oh, all right. Well,
then you don't.
Let me explain what's going to happen here, Jake. In the United States, the official time for moving the clock forward is next week. But if we belong to the European Union, they do it tonight. So since we're becoming so much of a socialist country because of our leadership, well, who knows? This time next year, we might be doing it on this Saturday. You never know.
Well, this time tomorrow, instead of being 4:13, it'll be 5:13.
There you go.
All right. So the question is, since you're taking part in the pre-show, do we include the story during the regular show about the golfer Melissa Reed being bitten by a snake between holes?
When should you do it? I say it's probably going to be such a good story, you do it twice.
All right.
Then, 2 more things, real quick.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm not going anywhere, Paul.
What's that?
I'm not going anywhere. You can have the whole half hour if you want.
that way you can get some caffeine in your system.
Because I've got a lot of notes here for the regular show that I want to bring up here during the pre-show now, and I can't even read my own writing.
Oh, it's that bad, huh?
Yeah.
It's scratchy writing like mine.
Made sense at the time.
But with this rally this afternoon at Midway Park, I'm glad I'm up early because this way, as soon as I'm done talking with you, I can get in the car, listen to your car while I'm driving down the Kennedy Expressway here, and I can get down there to Midway Park so I can be at that big rally for Democratic candidates.
This is the first time he's come back to Chicago to be with the folks where it's going to be free. It's not $30,000 a person. It's not $20,000 a person. It's not $500 a person. It's free today.
Well, that way you don't have to pay to play, huh?
Although the taxpayers will be paid for all that stuff anyway.
And I just one last thing, I want to thank you for bringing back pleasant memories. You said that on today's show, anything can happen. Well, I remember as a kid when I used to watch the Mickey Mouse Club. Remember the Anything Can Happen Day?
No.
You don't remember that,
no.
huh? You're not old enough. All right.
I've got a question for you.
All right.
I was up in your neck of the woods the other day.
All right.
And drove through Arlington Heights, went through Buffalo Grove, up to Vernon Hills, back through Wheeling. And the gas. I needed to get gas, and I saw gas for $2.85 right around Lake Cook Road.
Okay.
And I figure I better get this gas here because it's like $2.90-something where I live, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I filled up at $2.85. Okay. I get to Wheeling, it's $2.75.
Wow.
Why is it so cheap in Wheeling?
That's strange because now when you're on Lake Cook Road, obviously you're right near Lake County, and usually Lake County is cheaper. So then when you're in, I think Lake Cook Road also goes through Wheeling, but it probably depends if you're north or south of Lake Cook Road because, probably Cook County, you're probably talking at least 10 cents more normally.
Yeah, $2.75. That wasn't one station. That was a lot of stations up there.
Now, was this a name brand gas?
Yeah, BP.
Wow.
Yeah, and other name brands too. Yeah,
that is a good price for BP.
And
I didn't get into that cheap when I went up to Wisconsin.
I felt good about the $2.85 because it's $2.90 something by me. But when I saw $2.75, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it just gripes you, doesn't it?
And one last thing before you let me go.
All right.
I didn't realize it, but I love Superdog, right? Superdog in Chicago, Milwaukee, and Devon. Been there forever.
You saw the new one.
I saw the new one. I was going down Milwaukee Avenue, and it was like, what is that? It was like an oasis, like a mirage in the desert.
Isn't that nice?
Oh my! It's huge.
Yeah.
It's the main building is like a spaceship.
There you go.
Have you been there?
I've been past it. I haven't stopped in yet.
Oh, you got to stop in.
You did stop in?
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right.
Of course. And you know what? They have all the car hop stuff like they have at the other place, where you can park and they've got all the you can order from your car, but they also have you can eat inside.
Oh.
Because the place on Milwaukee Avenue in the original one
on Devon, yeah.
Yeah, they got room for maybe 12 people to stand in line, order your stuff, and go.
All right.
But they have places you can sit inside and eat.
Well, now after you plug their restaurant there, Jake, I expect them to send some freebies to you this morning.
Well, I'm not saying this because I want that. I'm just saying because it's huge. I didn't know it existed.
I know I read it in the Herald, and I've been past it, but I haven't stopped in yet. So now you got me inspired. That's probably what I'll have to end up doing this afternoon. I'm going to have to blow off that rally and go to Superdog instead.
Plus, get gas.
There you go. Yeah, get my 275 BP gas. There you go.
Thank you, Paul. Bye-bye.
All right, Jake. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
That's how we plan for the show. That's how the pre-show goes every week. We talk about things, and maybe they'll get included at the regular show. Maybe they won't. That's how we do it. For those who never listen to the pre-show, don't get Jake 24/7. You got a little treat this morning. We'll be back right after this. It's 4:17.